Right, it's Monday the 4th of May, just popped up the garden because today is the day where I'm going to put some of these tomato plants in. I know what we daughter at the day, Millie, she's going to come and give us a hand getting these transplanted. So what we'll do is we'll go up and we'll go and have a little look to see what the plan is, okay? Right, here in the polytunnel, these are we tomato plants, so I'm going to start getting these ones put in today with the marigolds, and then sometime through the week I'll start getting these ones put in these little pots along here. The all different varieties of tomatoes. I've got like the yellow pear, the moneymaker, the bloody butcher. I've got Elsa Craigs, which are going to be going outside. I've got the sugar gloss, and also I've got two different varieties of another plot holder. I've never grown tomato plants before. This is the first time from seed. Last year when I had some, we bought them as little plug plants. So this year's worked out really well, so I'm happy the way these plants look. Also got told that the marigolds were the companion plants, so these are the French cherry, and also I have got the honeycomb, I believe, the orange ones. So we're going to put some of these in an hole. So what I want to do is I'm going to dig this, take these couple of leaves off here. I'm going to dig it dead deep. I'm going to hide some fish blood and bone in, some gromo, and I'm going to stick it in there. And then what happens is every time I go to feed it, when the fruits come on, I feed round there, and then I water around this section. I give this a good soak yesterday. It's nice and moist. I will give it a little wet when I get everything transplanted in, but I need to keep an eye on it because, like I say, for the condensation inside of here. So what I'll do is I'll get this first plant put in, and then we'll have a little look, okay? Right, so what I've gone and done is I've done that quite deep. I hide some blood, fish and bone in there and some gromo. Now I should get this plant out. You just pull that cup off for us, easy please, just gently, go on, go on. Let that plant sit in there, and now I'll start filling it up with some compost, okay? I will chop them couple of leaves off, and I'll get it filled up with compost, and that will encourage more root to come out and get a better root system. So I'll crack on with that now, and I'll get a video on and have a little look. So then, that one there is the first one in. So I have put a little bit of string around it just to keep it, but it should be fine. It is quite deep, so I'm happy with that. So like I say, feed round there, water around this section, just keep it nice and moist the way it is, like that. That's all I need to do. So Millie's going to do the next one there for us, and then I'll repeat the process all the way down. Okay, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get some nice fruits from that. Happy days.
Go.
Right, so this one here, this is a yellow pear. Like I say, I grew all these from seed. So what I'm going to do with this one is just nip these couple of leaves off at the bottom. I'll go with that one. And then what I'm going to do is just put that there for now, just stay there. Dig this quite deep here, so you look down here, really please, and do it nice and deep. Yeah, do you want to have a little look in that hole there so you can see how deep it is? And then I'm going to hide a bit of this gromo in. I'm going to do some blood, fish and bone. And then what I need to do is just release the plant from this little stick. Okay. So like I say, this is a yellow pear. Got a nice little root system to it, so just tease them out a little bit and just drop the plant straight in. Keep it nice and tight next to the cane. This is a compost, it's just a gromo, multi-purpose compost. Just push it down. Now what I'll do is I'll just nip that one off. I will be putting some new name tags on them. I've got some plastic ones in the shed. I'll sort that out later. And all I need to do now is just grab one of these marigolds. This is the French red cherry. Dig a little hole. Oh, there's a slug. Pop that into there. Just like that. What a little bugger, eh? But yeah, that's that done. That's the yellow pear. Happy days. So then, that's the tomato plants being transplanted in here now. Like I say, I have got to do these ones, but I will do them through the week. I've got plenty of marigolds, so I can put more marigolds in if I need to. But yeah, so we've got the yellow pear, bloody butcher, money maker, a different variety what I've got off another plot holder, the yellow pear, bloody butcher, money maker, sugar gloss, and then different variety what I've got off another plot holder. Like I say, different marigolds in there, the red ones and the orange ones. So I'm happy the way they're looking. Happy days. Right, over the moon how they're looking. Hopefully we get some nice fruits from them. Nice little help there by my daughter. So happy days. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and check on them brassicas here, what I put out the hard enough to make sure they're okay. And also I'm going to put the cucumber inside the little greenhouse just for it to sit overnight, see how it gets on before I get it transplanted out. So what I'll do is I'll spin these around and we'll have a quick little look at the brassicas. Okay. Right, inside the brassica cage, I'll just give these a little bit of a spray when I had the hose out before, sorting out the tomatoes and watering the other stuff outside. It's a little bit dry. Just a little quick little spray because it has been raining a little bit. But these are looking really good. Absolutely over the moon how these are looking. They're nice and green. Like I say, these had like a garlic spray and then they had like a nitrogen feed off a nettle feed, and they're looking really, really good. So the plan is next weekend to start getting these transplanted out. Like so the broccolis and stuff like that, if they need to be caned up, I cane them up. But at this moment in time they're looking really, really good. Nice and green and nice and healthy. So yeah, I'm happy with them looking. Now we're going to go hide the cucumber in the little greenhouse. This is the crystal apple. It's just going to sit in this pot just for a couple of days. Like I say, this will be getting buried right in so it's nice and deep. Now we're putting the crystal lemon there. All I've done is just put a little tie on it just to keep it tight to the mesh. And we'll see how it gets on. I'm just more concerned about the nighttime temperatures, that's all. So like I say, I'll be up here tomorrow to check on it and make sure it's okay, but hopefully it's big enough now just to pick up and start taking off. But hopefully, fingers crossed, once I get two of them up there running, I should have some nice plants coming from here. These are looking good. These are wee petter plants. But yeah, like I say, leave that in there just for a couple of days, see how it gets on. But that's the crystal apple cucumber. Here in the greenhouse, I need to get this sort of stuff out now so we can start hardening off. I'll be up here tomorrow at some point to get these out. These can stay in here a little bit longer. I'm going to get them tomato plants out and all. They can go out and go somewhere just to, for spares in case anything happens. These strawberry plants will be going out soon, but I want to start getting all these flowers and stuff out. These are looking really good. These are my vanilla F1s, African marigolds. This sweet corn's looking really good and all, but like I say, I need to get all the flowers out of here so I can get them outside so I can start hardening them off, because I want to start getting me pots and stuff like that sorted so I can put a wee pepper plants in, and also spare tomatoes and stuff like that. But like I say, everything's looking good. It just needs to start going out, like these stuff here, the reverse swan daisies. So like I say, that'll be a job for tomorrow. Okay, right, that's me sorted for the day. Managed to get quite a bit done with them tomato plants. Probably got the rest of them in either through the week or next week. We'll see how we get on. I need to get into that big greenhouse, like I say, and put all them flowers out and stuff like that and start getting them hardened off, because they're going to be going into buckets and stuff like that. Some of them will be going into the ground, but some of them will be going into buckets and pots to spread around the garden. I will be down tomorrow to check on the cucumber and make sure that's okay. Fingers crossed that'll be fine, so I can get that transplanted out. The butternut squash and the pumpkin at the top of the garden there, that's holding in fine. It's actually getting longer now. It's starting to stick out the bottom of the cover where I made, so that's a good sign. So I will be transplanting that 2 more out in the next couple of weeks. Next weekend I will be getting them brassicas pulled out because they're looking really good. I'll be doing stuff with the rhubarb, and also if I can get tubes on, I'll put tubes on them. We'll have a little video and see how they're getting on. I need to start getting the sweet corn where I got in there, the Swift. It needs more light and stuff like that. It's looking okay, but it needs light, so I will be pulling them out of there tomorrow, and they'll be sitting inside that greenhouse there where it's more light. The thing is, it's not frost free, you know, so the temperatures will drop quite low inside of there, but see how they get on. Like I say, I have got a batch going, they're incredible. But I've been round, give all the water trays a good thing, filled up, you know. I went round and gives little bits of bobs there, water what need to be watered and stuff like that, and like I say, everything's looking fantastic. So that's me sorted for the day, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Okay. Right, it's Wednesday morning. It's just a quick flying visit today, as it's a lovely day here in the northeast. So what I've done is I've come up and I've opened all the doors up on the greenhouses and the polytunnel and stuff like that, and start letting some fresh air in. I've given everything a water outside with the hose. I managed to start sorting out the greenhouse there, putting all the flowers out there, sitting outside now, hardening off. I put the sweet corn inside of there, so the sweet corn is sitting inside of there. Like I say, I'll give everything a good hose. What I want to do is I want to go to the top polytunnel and I'm going to give the tomato plants a little bit of a feed. Also, I'm going to pot or like transplant the cucumber. I'm just going to get that in now, so it's in and it's done. So I want to do that, and also I'm going to give the Elsa Craig onions just a little bit of a nettle feed, just to give them a little bit of a boost. So what I do is I spin these around, have a look in the potting shed, because I want to start sorting out some of these tomato plants and all, because I may come up tomorrow and get the rest of them tomato plants in. But I'll spin these around, we'll have a quick little look, okay? So then, as you can see, starting to get this cleared out now. These tomatoes can just sit there for now, they're doing good. They're, like I say, they're spares and stuff like that. This sweet corn I just brought out of the potting shed, so that can sit there alongside this sweet corn. These beans can sit there, they're doing great. So are the leeks, the musabara leeks, they're doing fantastic. And these pepper plants, they're doing okay and all, so I'm happy with them. Like I say, these strawberry plants are looking really good, so these will be going outside soon. Got some nice strawberries on there, so everything's looking really good. But we'll go inside this potting shed, yeah. So I'm thinking about next week and all, hiding another one of these out, the pumpkins. And like I say, we're going to let that run wild. This is just sitting here for the time being, just let that sit there. I will get the other one outside of there, transplanted in today. We'll have a little look. But these tomatoes, yeah, I'm going to be going through these tomato plants tomorrow. I'm going to go through these tomato plants tomorrow, go through the best ones and pull them out, and then we'll start getting them transplanted in the pot at the top of the potting shed. But yeah, everything's looking really good, yeah. Happy with the way things are looking. These peppers, spare peppers, they're looking really good and all. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'll get that transplanted in, so it's in. All the potatoes are coming through there, so these are just going to sit there, so we can start hardening off. I'm going to give these a bit of a nettle feed, just to give them a nice little boost, because they're looking really, really good and healthy. Inside the brassica cage, these are looking spot on. I'll give them a little drink of water, because I never touched these, but I'll give them the feeling a little bit dry. I took the covers off the pumpkins and the butternut squash. These are looking okay. And inside, yeah, these are looking spot on. So tomorrow I'm going to come up and sort these out. Happy the way these are looking. The temperatures did drop quite low last night, but however, they seem to be okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to knock some nettle feed up. got a full barrel there, and I'm just going to give them a little drink of that. Okay, so I'll do that now. So what I've gone and done is, this is 5 litres in there, filled it up, put a bit of the feed in, and what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to put a little bit just around there. This bit I have wet a little bit, but I am leaving the door open, because I've just got to keep it damp, but not too wet, because I've got to watch out for the condensation and stuff like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to go around each one and just give them a little bit of a feed. Okay. Right, so these had a good drink, so I'll not feed them tomorrow or give them any water tomorrow, because like I say, I don't want to get it too wet in here for the condensation and stuff like that. So long as it's moist and stuff like that, it'll be absolutely fine. I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm happy the way these are looking. Like I say, I'll get the rest of these in tomorrow. So now what we're going to do is go and do the Elsa Craig onions. Like I say, everything around here has had a good water in. I just need to give some brassicas inside of there a bit of a drink, but these onions are looking really good. There we go, happy with them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and sort the cucumber out. Okay. Right, this is the crystal apple cucumber. I fleeced it up yesterday. It was a bit cold last night. It's doing absolutely fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it transplanted inside of this grow bag, so it's done. Okay, so I'll crack on with that now. Okay, so the plan is get the grow mower, put it at the bottom of that, wet it a little bit, put a little hole in there so I can water in there, so wet the bottom of the grow bag, get this dropped in, transplanted in, and then I'll give that there around the rim. I'll give it a seaweed feed, just to give it a little bit of a boost. Okay, so I'll get that done now. Right, so that's it there. Like I say, it's got the bottom chopped off there, so that's sitting in nicely. It's just had a bit of a seaweed feed. I cut a little hole out, I stuck that pint cup in it. It's had the bottom chopped off, and I've just been filling that up with water so I can monitor how much water these actually get. Okay, so like I say, this is nice and wet there, nice and moist, so I'll just leave it for a couple of days, and then next week hopefully we'll get the other one in. So happy days, eh? Right, that's me more or less done. Like I say, it was just a quick flying visit. What I will be doing is I'm just going to go up there now and give the brassicas a little drink of water. I'll leave the doors open on the greenhouses and polytunnel and stuff like that, and then I'll come back up later on and I'll lock everything up. I will be back up here tomorrow, and we'll spend a little bit more time up here so I can get crack on with the rest of the tomato plants, and we'll get them transplanted up into their pot in the top polytunnel. Okay, so like I say, that's me sorted for now, and I'll catch us all later. Right, it's Thursday morning, absolutely lovely here in the northeast, red hot. So I managed to get all the doors open, the polytunnels open, the greenhouses open. I've been up here for about an hour now. I managed to do a bit of shelving at the top and put a bit of netting over for the rest of the brassicas, the spares, because I was thinking about start putting the tomato plants in the pots. So what I'll do is I'll spin these around and we'll have a little look, okay? Right, so just in here in the greenhouse, what I've done is I just took a bit of plastic a bit away from there. I'll put that back on later on. It's just to let some air straight through, because like I say, it's about 27 in here, red hot. Left all this open, everything's looking good, so I'm going to get a couple of these tomato plants out. I will be transplanting these out very, very soon, because these are looking good, so I will be starting to bring them out. But like I say, we'll go to the top and I'll show you what I've done. So what I've gone and done is put a bit of shelving along here, and then just hide all the brassicas in there, all the spares, just to keep the butterflies off. There's plenty of light, you can see right through it. It's just a bit of protection, and like I say, these are just spares. So I'm happy with that. Right, so in here, plenty of light, it's not blocking no light whatsoever. It's lovely and warm in here. It's no condensation or out in here, because I've got the vents open, so all the vents are open. This door is open, so these are looking really good. Happy the way these are. They're starting to pick up now, they're starting to go green, a nice dark green, so I'm happy about that. Like I say, I will be keeping an eye on suckers and stuff like that. Just gotta let the plant grow, but they're looking really good. So the plan is to sort these buckets out now and work out what tomato plants are going in what. So what I do is I get these buckets into places, and then I go down and I go and start bringing the tomato plants up, and we'll have a little look. Okay, I'm going to get these in these pots. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to put moneymaker, yellow pear, sugar grass, bloody butcher, moneymaker, bloody butcher, yellow pear. That's how I'm going to have it in here. Okay, now I've got plenty of space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide a bit of this grow more in it, dig a hole. I'm going to put it quite deep. I get rid of them bottom leaves on there, and then I get it all watered in. Okay, so what I do is I get a couple of them in, and we'll have a little look to see how they're getting on. Okay, right, so that's them there. Hopefully these will be all right, because like I say, I never brought them in here to get used to the temperature now like that. So fingers crossed they should be okay. They had a good drink, give them a good soak. So what we've got here is I just need to change the name tags. We'll put 2 marigolds in each pot, and I have got a yellow pear, a bloody butcher, a moneymaker, a bloody butcher, a sugar gloss, a yellow pear, and a moneymaker. So happy days, happy with them. Like I say, fingers crossed they'll be spot on. And once I get to the top there, I'll just be nipping the tops, because like I said, we've got loads of plants in here. So yeah, happy with the way this is looking. That's that sorted. I've got the Elsa Craigs there at the back, which will be going outside. This is a Tumbling Tom, which I'm going to start getting potted up. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But yeah, happy with the way this is looking. So then, that's me sorted for now. I left all the greenhouse doors open, the shed doors open, the polytunnel doors open, just to let some fresh air in, because it's red hot today. Absolutely buzzing the way them tomato plants are looking, and also the setup what I've done. I know it's going to be cold on the weekend, so fingers crossed it'll be okay. I'm going to go through the spare tomato plants, and there we'll be going inside of here, or the shed, or in that greenhouse there. Same as with the pepper plants, going to be going in here, inside that shed there, or that greenhouse there. So I need to start getting things there cleared out of here. Hopefully on the weekend, if it's okay, I'll be putting them brassicas in, but I'll be checking the root ball anyway to make sure it's nice and strong, just in case we get attacked by the root fly. Also, I'm going to hide one of these pumpkins in and all. Next week I might do that, or I might do that on the weekend. We'll see how I get on. Same as with the cucumber, I might get that inside of there, so that I can start getting used to the temperatures inside of the little greenhouse and all. But we'll see how things get on. But like I say, that's me sorted for now, and I'll be back up later on, so I'll catch you all later. Right, it's Friday morning, just popped into the garden, just to check on anything, make sure everything's okay and stuff like that. It's a lovely day here in the North East, so I opened all the doors on the greenhouses and the polytunnel and stuff like that. I do want to try and get the brassicas in over the weekend, but however, I think we'll do some cold weather starting from Sunday, so I might have to hold off on that. But we'll see. I'll keep an eye on the weather and see how we'll get on. I don't really want to hide them into the ground when the ground's going to be freezing cold, because I don't want the plant to get shocked. The longer the plant stays in the pot, the better anyway, because you get a better root ball, just in case we get attacked by the root fly or the club root. I do need to make some more brassica colours and stuff like that, so I can get them round the brassicas before I transplant them, and I will be doing stuff with the rhubarb and all. But like I say, just a flying visit today. My dad's going to be coming up at some point there, so he'll go around, give everything good water and stuff. But what I do is I spin these around and we'll have a little look and see how things are getting on. Okay, right, so what we'll do is we'll just go and have a quick look in this pot and shed. So hopefully these are getting massive now. I can't even get in. So these need to be transplanted out ASAP, so I'm just going to be getting these out. I'll try and get these out next week, because like I say, the plants are getting really big now. I might sort them out and stick them up there with that one there, so it's 2 of them, so it's out of the way. These peppers are going to be getting pulled, tomato plants are going to get pulled out of here and I'm going to get put somewhere else. I'm going to start going through these pepper plants and getting these sorted out and stuff like that. All this is going to start getting cleared out. This cucumber here will be going into the shed over there, and I will be doing that next week at some point. All these French beans seem to be looking okay. I think that's been hit with a little bit of cold, but not to worry about. They all seem to be doing okay. All the leeks are looking really, really good. These tomato plants here are going to be getting pulled out and they're going to be getting put somewhere else, just to sit. All these strawberries are looking really good and nice and healthy. Nice and green. That leek seems to be doing okay. The cucumber is holding in there, lovely. So I will be getting the other one transplanted in. I'm going to wait till the cold weather passes, so I'll be doing that next week at some point. These are looking okay. Just keep an eye on them. All these potatoes are starting to come through. Like I say, all these brassicas in there, they'll be getting pulled out, hopefully Sunday, that if I can, but depends on the weather. Depends on the weather. All these are looking good. So this, I'm just going to nip this one off because it's just dead. This one's looking really good, the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern. All the brassicas are sitting behind there, all the spares. They're doing great. And everything in here seems to be spot on. Like I say, I'll just be keeping an eye on the moisture. Make sure it's okay, not too dry, not too wet. Same as with these. But everything seems to be okay. So yeah, happy the way the things are looking. So I'm just waiting for my dad to come up on that, and any more little jobs that I do, I will put a video on. This here is a melon, by the way, and I put this in about a week ago, and it's just sitting in the yard. It has been hit with a little bit, but I have got about 4 more, but I'll just save that sits there because I am thinking about putting one in between these, but I don't know. We'll see. So what I've gone and done is some of the River Swan Daisy I put out. We'll have a little look at that soon. I only done 1 tray because like I say, we have got a bit cold coming over the weekend, starting Sunday, so I don't want to put too much out. They're all sitting out there hardening off, like, but I don't want to directly put them in the ground in case the ground gets too cold and kills them off. What I am doing at this moment of time is the zinnias. I'm just potting up into these little pots. It's working out quite well actually because they're in the cell trays here, and all I'm doing is just popping it out like that and doing no disturbance whatsoever. Perfect, because I believe that the zinnias don't like to get disturbed. That's why I put them in the multi-cell trays separately, and now they've got a nice size. I just pop them on. I don't want to directly put them in the ground just yet because it's probably a little bit early for these, and these are lovely plants. I didn't get many of them, so I don't want to lose them. So all I'm doing is, like I say, is just putting into these little pots straight from the multi-cells in there. Perfect. So up to now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to have 14 plants. So I'm happy with that. So what I'll do is crack on with that, keep on going, getting them pot up, and then we'll have a look and see what else is it to do. So there you have it, a tray of zinnias, about 14 plants in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill this water tray up so the compost can suck up the moisture. But yeah, I'm happy with them, lovely plants. So probably set these back in the greenhouse for a little bit longer. Okay. Right, all I'm doing now is these marigolds, vanilla F1s, the African marigolds. I'm just potting them up, taking them out of here and potting them up. And it's same again, nice and simple. Just a little bit of multi-purpose compost at the bottom. These should just pop out, just like that. Nice root ball. Just like that. So I've got 2 more to do, and altogether I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plants. So I'm happy with that. They look really nice. Bigger plant. Yeah. So yeah, get the rest of these potted up, and then we'll see what else is to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull about 5 of these leeks out, and I'm going to put them directly in the ground, and I'm just going to stick them over there. I'm just going to keep them in the pot overnight, and then tomorrow when I come up I'll get them transplanted in. Okay, so I'll do that now. Right, so there you have it, 5 leeks, the nice looking leeks. These are just sit out here. I'll get these transplanted in tomorrow, and then the pot leeks are going to be going here, and then we'll get with sweet corn and stuff set up here. So that's me sort of for the day, and I'll be back up tomorrow. Okay, so I'll catch us all later. Right, it's Saturday morning. It's a lovely day here in the northeast. I've just been sitting here just for a little bit, making these brassica colours. So all that is just a roof felt. It's the thin stuff, and what I've gone and done is I've just put a little slit in the corner there, and then a little triangle there. And all that does is it just sits on your brassica like that, and it sticks through there, if you can see. But yeah, so hopefully see if these will work. Like I say, last year I got attacked and then he wiped out my whole entire crop. So I have got a problem up there, so I will be doing the rhubarb and stuff like that on the bottom, and I'll put these collars round and see if they work. Fingers crossed everything is okay, but if not, I believe you can buy some spray where you just spray around the plant and it kills them off. So I will be keeping a close eye on them, but I don't really want to use any sprays or nothing like that, so fingers crossed the rhubarb will work and this work. It's just last year, all I'd done last year was just chopped a little bit of rhubarb up about that big and popped it in the bottom of the hole when I put the plant in, and that didn't work at all. So see if these work. I don't know if I'm going to put the brassicas in, because I know that we'll do some cold weather in the next couple of days, so I might hold off a little bit. Sunday, if I come up, I might put a couple in just to see. I don't know, because like I say, I don't want nothing to happen to them. I don't want them to die. I don't want them to get hit by frost and all like that and knock them a little bit, because they're looking really good plants. Where tomorrow, if it gets too cold, I can just hire a bit of fleece over the top of all them, and they should be okay. But once in the ground, it'd be more of a bit of a mess on, you know. Also with the tomatoes, I've got to watch out with them tomatoes and all. I'm trying to get some fleece just to cover them, just in case, you know, because I don't want nothing to happen to them. They're looking spot on. Some of them are a little bit, you know, but I think that's where they're just picking up, where they're being transplanted in, and also when they got knocked a little bit off the cold weather a few weeks back. So hopefully they'll be okay, but we'll go up, we'll have a little look. I'm going to get the leeks in. I'm going to stick them leeks in, so they're in, and then my dad's supposed to be coming later on and give stuff of water. But what I do is I spin these around, and we'll just have a little quick look at these tomato plants, and then we'll have a look at putting these leeks in. Okay. Right, so we'll pop down, have a look at these tomato plants. I managed to put some River Swan daisies out. I put some of the Cranger out, the Snow Princess. They just spread it around over there. Obviously these are wee brassicas. We'll go in there and we'll have a little look in a minute. So yeah, in here, so like so, this is okay, you know, it's nice and green. Just gotta keep an eye on it. I am a little bit worried about with sugar gloss, because they're not the best of the plant, but it's starting to get dark green on the top there, so I will have to put fleece over these if it starts getting a bit cold. These have got the first flowers on, coming on, so I will start giving them a little bit of feed. You know, I just give them a bit of feed once a week for the time being. I'll look into it. But yeah, like I say, some of them are looking okay. Some of them you can see where they're just a bit crispy, where they're being knocked from the frost a few weeks back. And also I'm trying to water them just directly at the bottom, not over the top of them, because obviously I don't want any water drops dropping on top of it, and then the reflection of the sun coming through and burning the leaves, so I've got to watch out for that and all. But yeah, they're looking okay. I'm happy the way things are looking. I just need to do the name tags. So I've got some new ones here, and we're going to get these name tagged up. Okay. Right, so that's that sorted. Got all the name tags on. So I'm happy with them, so we'll go and have a look at the brassicas. this cage has worked out really well. Nothing's really getting in there. I do get the little flea beetle in, of course, but everything seems to be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these trays down, go through them, make sure there's no like slugs or no like that on them, and then just give them a good drink. And like I say, tomorrow when I pop back up, we'll see what the weather's like, and I might get a couple transplanted in. We'll see how we get on. But that is nice. That's a broccoli, and that's what I'm looking for. I want a nice root system on it, just in case it does get attacked. And like I say, the collard just sit lovely at the bottom of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all these now and give them a good drink. Right, went all through these, took all the dead leaves off and stuff like that, give them a really good soak because some of them were quite dried out. I did check the root ball on some of them, and some of them are looking really good. So I think I've got like a good week before they really do need to be transplanted out. So I'll probably come up here tomorrow and get a couple in, and then throughout the week I'll be potting some in. We'll see how we get on, but they're looking really good over the moon, how they're looking. So now I'm going to go over there and I'm going to start getting them leeks transplanted into the ground. Okay, right, I'll quickly show you this Savoy cabbage before I go and get them leeks transplanted in the ground. So that is a nice size Savoy cabbage. That's exactly how I want it to be. If we look at the root system, that is lovely, spot on. It's got a good fighting chance now once that goes into the ground, once it starts getting attacked. Like I say, I will be putting rhubarb at the bottom of it, and also I will be putting collars around them. But that there is a nice first class plant, and I'm over the moon the way that's looking. So like I say, I will be getting some of them in tomorrow and also throughout the week. So buzzing with that, happy days. Right, I'm going to stick these leeks in and then give them some fish blood and bone. And like I say, I've got loads of spares, so we'll see how these get on. Okay, so I'm going to crack on with that. Right, so that's them being transplanted in. They've got a little bit of support just to keep the flags off the floor, so they'll stop from any bugs chewing on them and stuff like that. They're just to mess around and see what happens. And also I sprayed them with a bit of that. So yeah, we'll see how they turn out. Happy days. Right, that's me sorted for now. My dad's popped up, so he's going to go around with everything, good drink and stuff like that. And I'll be back up later on, so I'll catch you all later. Right, I just popped back down to the garden because I want to get these doors sorted. Just pull them to, just to let some airflow in. Leave the vents open down on the bottom polytunnel and take the little vent off the little greenhouse there. While I'm here, I'm going to get the sweet corn potted up. The Incredible, I believe it is. They're in the little white cups, so I'm going to pop them on into the little half-pint cups. So I'm going to crack on with that. And also I'm going to go up the top there, and the pumpkin's getting quite long now, so I'm going to mound them up. I'll show you what I mean by that. We'll go up and have a little look. But first of all, I brought my melon up to the garden, so I'll spin these around and we'll have a little look at my melon, okay? Right, as you can see, this is my melon. It just sat at home on my windowsill, and it's just ran wild. So what I've done is I brought it down now. We'll be staying down here. The plan is I want to try and get either in there, or I was thinking about doing it in between with tomato plants, but I don't know, I think it'll be too big. But the plan is the melon house. I have got some more melons set away, like what are canny size, sorry. So plenty to play with, hopefully. This cucumber here, I'll be getting that inside the greenhouse and all once we get past this little bit of cold spell. A higher fleece on top of this, and it can just sit and just stay in here for a bit. I will find out what variety it is. I just need to dig the packet out, but it's grew canny long, so hopefully it's all right, and it turn out to be a nice plant. So yeah, happy with that. So now we'll go into this greenhouse here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these potted up. Okay, so I'm going to crack on with that. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pot this up into a half-pint cup. This is an Incredible sweet corn. It's just sat in these cups in the cold greenhouse. A nice little plant. It should have a nice root ball on it. There we go. Absolutely lovely. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to use a multi-purpose compost. Just tease the roots away a bit. Pop it in the cup. Nice and simple. And there you have it. So I've got about 13 plants here, so I'm going to do the rest of them and then have a little look, see what they look like. Okay. So there they are there, a nice tray of incredible sweet corn. Lovely little plants. So these will go back in the greenhouse and just sit there. It's one there and what's just a little bit behind, but I'll just go back in the greenhouse. So yeah, happy days. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the top of the garden and have a look at the squashes. Okay. Right, we've got a nut squash. It's looking okay. It's surviving. We've got a nice bit of fruit there coming on, so hopefully it pollinates once this flower opens up. So that's looking good. So like how it's mounted there in between these, because roots will come out of here if it's soil there for it to root into. So I'm going to go over there like I've done there. I'm going to do it along here, just build it up. Okay, so I'm going to crack on with that now. So here on the pumpkin, all I've done is I just mounted it up, and in this section here will encourage roots to go down, so we'll get a better hold, and also when it rains and stuff like that, the moisture will just run away from it, so no moisture will get round here and causing any rot or out like that. So what I do is I'll keep on mounting them up, keep an eye on them, training them a certain way. So I'm going to go over and go and do the butternut squash now. Okay, and that's the butternut squash done. So same again, like I say, it just let the water run off, and also it encourage root, and I can train it to go a certain way, you know. So yeah, happy with that. Happy days. So then, that's me sorted. I left the greenhouse open on the big greenhouse, and the polytunnel, all them vents have been left open. In the little greenhouse, I took the cover off the vent, so let some airflow into there. It is going to be quite a warm night tonight. I believe it's tomorrow night when the temperature is going to be dropping anyway. So I really want to get these brassicas put out, so I might put a couple out tomorrow and then leave the rest throughout the week, because I know the temperature is going to drop quite low and I don't want anything to happen to them. But we'll see what happens tomorrow, see what sort of day it is tomorrow. I need to get the pumpkins out, I need to get the other butternut squash out, I need to get the crystal lemon put inside of the little greenhouse, I need to sort them French beans out, they need to start going out. Got loads and loads and loads and loads to do, but I just want to wait for this little cold spell just to pass, and then fingers crossed, that's it. But like I say, that's me sorted for the day, and I'll be back up here tomorrow at some point. Okay, so what I do is I'll catch you all later. See you later. Right, it's Sunday the 10th of May. I was going to get my brassicas put on today, well some of them anyway, but however the weather's not the best of. It's freezing cold out there, it's blowing a gale and it's raining. What I want to do is I want to start getting my tomato plants covered and stuff like that with some fleece, but unfortunately I couldn't find no fleece, the white stuff. So what I have got lying around in here is I've got the thin material of the membrane. It's exactly the same material as the fleece. It's a cheap stuff, you can see right through it, it's just black. So I've got 2 rolls of that, so I'm just going to sacrifice and use that. My dad will be up in the morning anyway and he'll take it all off. So I'm going to get the tomato plants here covered up, and also I'm going to get the cucumbers and a higher bit cover with the melon and all, just give that a little bit of protection, because like I said, that just sat in my house in a nice warm room. I don't really want that to get hit, so I'm going to get that covered. Unfortunately I've got now to cover the potatoes with and out like that, so hopefully they'll be okay. So what we'll do is we'll pop to the top of the garden, and I'll get the membrane on, and then I'll hide a little video on so I'll have a little look to see what it looks like. Okay. Right, so what I've got done is I've put some of this membrane over, because I couldn't get a hold of any fleece, but it's a cheap one, it's dead thin, you can see right through it. I just put a cable tie each one of them and just let it lie on top of it, so hopefully this will just keep the cold off it. because like I say, I don't want to lose my crop, and it is going to get quite cold for the next 2 days. So my dad's going to come up in the morning and he'll take it off, and then I'll come back up in the tea time and I'll put them back on, because like I say, inside of here is not frost free. So then, what I've got to notice is, this is starting to flower. This is my butternut squash. And it's looking really good. So what I'm going to do now is, I want to get these here staked in so they're not moving nowhere. Okay. Right, so what I managed to do is, I managed to get these staked in, because it is really windy. It's not going nowhere. Got them staked in 4 corners. So this one has been staked in all 4 corners. So that's going absolutely nowhere. To be honest with you, I wasn't expecting any wind. I was only expecting the cold. Hopefully all these are going to be okay. These are going to have to wait till next week now. I've got now to cover them, but hopefully they'll be okay. I need to go in there because it looks like someone's eating something. Ideally I wanted to cover these, but unfortunately I got no fleece on out. Like I say, hopefully them tomato plants will be okay. It does look a little bit dark, but it is see-through. And like I say, with Dad be up in the morning, he have to take them off just for the light and stuff. Same as with the crystal apple. Got that covered up, so he's gonna have to come pull all that off. But you can see through it. I can see through it. And I got this melon covered. It could be okay in here, but I don't take any chances, because like I said, just sat on my windowsill and in a nice warm room, you know. So I'm just going to keep it covered for now. Same as with that crystal lemon there, just hide a bit cover on top of that just for a bit of protection. And like I say, we Dad be here in the morning and he can go through them and pull them all off, and then I'll come back up at the tea time and put them back on. And hopefully it's just a couple more days and we'll pass this bit of spell. So yeah, so I'm going to go in the brassica cage now and just see what that is, nibbling on my broccoli. So as you can see, it's had a nice munch on, so I'm a bit gutted about that, but not to worry about, because I have found it. It was hidden inside there. So I'm going to quickly go through these trays and make sure nothing else is there. Aye, little bugger. Right, that's the end of another good week. Managed to get quite a bit done, so I'm over the moon. And a bit gutted today because I wanted to get some of my brassicas put out, but however it's too cold, it's windy, it's wet, it's no point. But however, they just stay there the way they're sitting till the end of the week, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get them in the weekend once this weather passes. Like I say, they'll just be fine sitting in them pots, be getting a nice strong root ball, so we do get attacked by the club root, they have a little bit of a fighting chance. So I'm not really worried about them. I just keep an eye on them for water and stuff like that. With tomato plants, over the moon with them, the way they're looking. Like I say, last year what we've done is we've bought some from B&Q, we've stuck a couple in the little greenhouse, and we've stuck a couple in the melon house. The ones in the melon house turned out a disaster. Condensation, no airflow, I wasn't chopping them back and out like that, and they just rotted away. This year I had a vision in my head, set a polytunnel up, build your trench, and then I've grown the seeds, what I wanted to grow with tomato plants, and they turned out really well. So they've been all put in with the marigolds, and fingers crossed we'll get some nice fruits from them. I am aware of the disease called blight, so I know that's caused by not enough airflow and stuff like that, also underwatering and overwatering, so I will be keeping an eye on it. But like I say, I'm over the moon where they're looking, it's turned out really well, so fingers crossed we'll get some nice fruits. Still got loads and loads and loads to do. Managed to get some of them show leeks out directly into the ground. I will build some stakes just to hold them up, keep the flags off the ground, some supports. because I know you don't directly put them in the ground, but however I'm not going to be showing them or now like that. I'm just going to see how big they get. So I'm putting some directly in the ground, some are in trenches and some will be going in buckets, and then see if I can get some pips from them, learn from that, or some seed, and we'll go from there. See what happens next year, see if I grow them again. Just making room for them and stuff like that, because obviously they need a bit of attention. But we'll look into it, because like I say, I've got lots going on. Managed to get some of the bedding plants out, so they're looking really good. Some dahlias are starting to come through now, so I'm over the moon with that. I need to sort out the melon house. I need to give that a good soak and wet and a good feed, because in the next 2 weeks I'm going to be putting me melon in there. Also, I've got a couple more melons at home what I'll be bringing down for spares. I don't know what to do with them. I was going to put one in the polytunnel, but I might just hold off on that, because I don't want to overcrowd it. But we'll see what happens. But I will be bringing them down in the next couple of weeks. I want to get the other pumpkin out, and I want to get the other butternut squash out, but I've got to wait for this bit of cold spell to get past, so that might be another 2 weeks and all. But like I say, everything's looking really good. The pepper plants, I need to get all these pepper plants sorted and stuff like that, because they need to be going out. I want to do some outside, and also I want to put some in pots so I can leave them inside the shed and the greenhouse. Same as with the Elsa Craigs. The Elsa Craig tomatoes what I growed, I want them sorted and all, because I grow them especially to go outside. They're just sitting in the top polytunnel. I've got a bit of fleece over them and all, so hopefully they'll be okay. Because like I say, they got hit with a little bit of cold a few weeks ago, so they're just starting to recover. They're just knocking them a little bit, so fingers crossed to pick up. But like I say, I'm happy the way everything's looking. Just things are just starting to get in the ground. We've just got to get past this bit of cold spell. All the sweet corn's looking really good and all, and happy with they're looking. But like I say, everything's spot on, you know. So if you like what you see and stuff like that, please subscribe. Leave a comment, a like, out you want, you know. This is a garden channel, so I'll be here all the time, you know. I upload videos every Sunday, so come along and watch me on my little journey, you know, have the ups and downs and stuff like that, you know. But I'm really enjoying it at the moment, and I appreciate everyone who watches it and stuff like that. So like I say, that's me sort for today, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.